Welcome to Module 2 of Records Management 101 for University of Illinois employees. In this module, we will be exploring records retention periods and unit-specific records plans. If you have not already watched Module 1 of this course, you might want to go back to it for some basic concepts of records management.
Our learning objectives in Module 2 are learning what a retention period is,
How to find retention periods for different types of records,
how to deal with records that have archival value,
and finally, what a records liaison is and what the responsibilities within your unit should be.
A records retention period is the minimum amount of time you must keep records before disposing of them. RIMS has published the university's most common retention periods on our website.
Disposing of records that are past their retention period in a timely manner will help clear up space within your office, both physical and digital. It will also help the university increase efficiency and reduce costs.
Let's talk about some examples of common records and their retention periods. Most offices on campus have records that look like this, but we understand that between the university's 3 campuses, departments and colleges can look vastly different. That's okay. These are examples only, and if you don't know where to start with identifying your own records, we're here to help.
Financial transaction records, like receipts or purchase orders, typically carry a retention of 5 years after the date of transaction. A contract like an equipment lease or a software licensing agreement might carry a retention period of 10 years past the completion of the contract, depending on the terms of the contract.
There will be some records on the records retention schedules that are of archival value. Typically, we recommend that you keep them in your unit for a set number of years and then transfer to the university archives. An example of this type of record is a dean's office subject file, which might contain annual strategic plans and committee meeting records.
It's important to remember that even if records have met the required retention period, you must seek state approval to destroy them before you proceed. That process involves first identifying the records you have and then submitting a request to RIMS, so we can formally ask the state for permission to dispose of the records. We'll talk more about storage, filing plans, and what to do before disposing of any records in the next couple of modules.
Because each unit at the university is unique and handles different kinds of records, in addition to understanding retention requirements, each unit should have documentation indicating the types of records that are most often created or received by the unit, the format of those records, and where they are stored, either in paper or electronic format.
We recommend designating a position within your department as a records liaison. These responsibilities should not be overwhelming and can often fall under other duties as assigned.
The records liaison should be in charge of coordinating the unit's records and information management procedures, such as
Creating and maintaining file organization structures,
conducting inventories of records and information resources,
overseeing disposal of the unit's records,
and transferring archival materials to the university archives. Your unit's records liaison should be available to help you determine what a record is, initiate the disposal or archiving of records, and answer any questions you have about records. If you do not have a records liaison or you have any questions about records in your office, please don't hesitate to contact RIMS.
Let's review what we've learned in Module 2, Retention Basics. A records retention period is the minimum amount of time you must keep records before destroying them.
Different types of records will have different retention periods, and you can check those retention periods on the RIMS website.
Records with archival value might need to be transferred to the university archives after being retained for a certain amount of time within your unit.
A records liaison should be appointed within your unit to help your employees navigate the requirements for managing your unit's records and to facilitate the destruction or transfer of records in a timely fashion. You have completed Module 2 of Records Management 101 for University of Illinois employees. Please proceed to Module 3, Storage, or visit our training page for additional resources. Any links or supporting help guides mentioned in this video will be linked on our training homepage for this course under Additional Resources. If you have any questions or need assistance, you can contact the Records and Information Management Services Unit at rimsgroup@uillinois.edu.